What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of the Bet On Me podcast. It is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Guys, welcome on in. Let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about some things went on last night. We had Big Ben's last ride at home regular season. Now, they still could get into the playoffs. They need a little help, though. I believe they're like 8-7 or something, 8-7-1, 8-6-1, something like that. But with the new addition of games, I'm pretty sure they can still get in with a little bit of help. But, hey, they got the win last night. Big Ben got the win last night. Last ride at home, it was good. The Browns, a lot of questions around Baker Mayfield. What's going to happen with him? Is he going to be the quarterback moving forward? In my opinion, I think we've seen all we need to see of Baker. I think we can move on from Baker. I think it's time for the Browns to try to find somebody else because clearly he is not that guy. Meanwhile, Big Ben on the other side of the ball last night, Big Ben, he's almost at the end, 39 years old, almost 40. He's not Tom Brady. No pliability in that man whatsoever, but, he definitely slung it around, got the win last night. You could tell how important it was to him. Really glad he did. Didn't really watch the second half of the game. It was a rather boring game, I'll go ahead and be honest with you. But, hey, Monday Night Football, you got to watch it. You got to put some money on it. We had the Saints. No, not the Saints. What am I saying? We had the Steelers. We had the Steelers minus 2.5, so that bet hit. It was really nice. Won a little money last night. Hope you guys did too. Hope you guys tell that stuff. No NFL tonight. We do have, however, a bowl game on today. Really excited about this one. We have the Tax Act Texas Bowl. We got the 6-6 LSU Tigers coming in to take on the Kansas State Cats. I don't really know what they're. I don't know. Let's find out what that is. I'm sure we could find the Wildcats. My bad, Kansas State Wildcats, guys. We're getting back on track here. The Wildcats are 7-5. This game comes on at 9:00 tonight. Now, the thing about this one, guys, is this is something I do know about. Everyone for LSU is either opted out or not playing tonight. It's crazy how many people have said they're not going to play in this game tonight for LSU. So let's go ahead and check the line out like we should. We go over here, and it is plus 7.5 LSU. I think a lot of people are going to be taking the points. I'm going to ride 7.5 Kansas State. I think Kansas State just walks all over them tonight because LSU doesn't have anybody to play for them. And if you're thinking, oh, it's LSU, it's SEC, it doesn't matter. Remember, UCLA smacked LSU in the mouth earlier this season, and they had their starters. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to take Kansas State minus 7.5. Probably take the over 47.5 in this game. This could be a shootout. I mean, you never know. LSU could score some points. Kansas State defense, maybe not the best when holding up to some SEC talent. Still SEC talent, not 5-star, probably not 4-star, but you're probably going to see some 2-stars out there maybe, and that'd still be good enough to get some points on the board, I think, for LSU. But when it's all said and done, I think Kansas State puts up a lot of points on LSU. I think LSU gets a couple touchdowns on the board, but I don't think it's anything major. I think it goes over, and I think Kansas State wins the game by the spread 7.5. Tonight, we also have some NHL games going on. I'd like to talk about those. We have the Boston Bruins at home taking on the Devils. They're a pretty heavy favorite right there. I would take the Boston Bruins on the money line. That's something I really like tonight. Tampa Bay Lightning going in to take on the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets are dogs at home. I would take them on the puck line plus a puck and a half. The Blue Jackets there. Tampa Bay's looking real good, but the Blue Jackets are pretty good at home. So I would go ahead and smack that puck line right there at 1.5 pucks. Also, we got the Calgary Flames taking on the Florida Panthers at home, minus 152 money line. Slam that as hard as you can up against the goal because that right there is the pick of the night. Florida Panthers money line at home, Calgary Flames. I think they are going to get a win because they score more goals than anyone else at home. That's also my pick to win the cup this year. Got a couple more this evening. We'll give you a late night game. We'll give you the late night game starting at 10 o'clock. Puck drops. Nashville Predators taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the over of 6 pucks being smacked into that net tonight, guys. Out there in Vegas, Nashville Preds, home state right there. Guys, let's go out there and try to get a win tonight, but I think it goes over. As far as any NBA games tonight, we got a couple games on the slate tonight, and you guys know me. I'm going to take a couple here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Spurs plus 6.5 at Toronto. I think the Spurs cover those points easily. I'm going to take the Suns minus 290 on the money line there. I think the Suns get the win. I don't think they cover 7 points, but I think they get the win. Brandon Ingram's a beast, guys. We got it. Some people in this league are on terrible teams, but they're just really good, and I think he's one of them. Also, we got the Sacramento Kings rolling in to take the Lakers. Lakers at minus 6.5. I'd take the Lakers. Honestly, I wouldn't take the Lakers tonight. I think I would take the Sacramento Kings plus 6.5. I think that'll be a close game. I think Sacramento comes into play. You got some guys on that team that are some budding superstars, man. You just got to look out for them. And also, let's see here. We got some games coming up this Saturday on the NFL slate that might have a little implications. But let's talk about these boosts real quick. We got a couple boosts tonight that we're gonna look at right here. I like this one right here. I like this one. 2 or more 3-point field goals made in the first 3 minutes, Lakers versus Kings. Plus 140. I like that. I would take that. You can get that over on FanDuel. I get all my odds off FanDuel. There's a bunch of sites out there where you can go and get all your odds and make your bets. But I like to use the FanDuel app. That's the one that I get all my odds on. They have the best bets available, I think. Same game parlays, boost all day long. It's a great thing. Guys, that's the podcast for today. It's a short one, usually a short one on days when there's not a lot of sports. Tomorrow, we're going to have a guest on the show. Can't wait for that. It's going to be great. So we'll just wait for tomorrow to introduce that and talk about that. But I'm really excited for tomorrow's show. It's going to be a good one. Guys, as always, thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, follow. I'm now on Facebook podcast, so if you're listening to me on Facebook, guys, thank you so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you get all the notifications of when the latest podcast is uploaded. And that's it for today. Make sure to go get those bets in. Have a good one.